Me here today. Appreciate you taking a few moments, if you will. You don't really need to turn there. You can if you like. I want to introduce to you our next place of study, and that is going to be the book of beginnings, the book of Genesis. And I don't know if we'll do the whole book. The book of Genesis breaks down in really, even though it's one big book of 50 chapters, there's really, you could say, several smaller books inside different sections of time that are found in the book of Genesis. Genesis is obviously the book of beginnings. Tells us that God created everything that existed, shows him as the creator, sustainer, keeper of the universe. And Genesis declares something here. It makes no even conversation about this issue that God created the heavens and the earth. That it did not happen by chance. That it was not a big bang. It was not some series of strange mutations that happen. In fact, the Bible chooses not even to debate it, doesn't even address it. Genesis opens by saying, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. In the beginning, God created. End of discussion. Doesn't discuss how, doesn't discuss when, doesn't discuss where, methodology, anything. It just moves straight into the fact that God created it out of nothing, that with no help, that there was no, there are all kinds of theories. Obviously the most common is the theory of evolution. There's ideas that, there's, again, some that life came from some other faraway planet here, and okay, well, if that's the case, where did that life come from? Again, some particle of energy splashed into here, struck something. Okay, where did that particle of energy come from? All the answers that man would give. My favorite one is people talk about the Big Bang and say, okay, if there was a Big Bang, who lit the fuse? All the explanations that man would use to describe, explain creation, just simply point back to there had to be a cause. There had to be a creator. Now, you may differentiate, you may choose something different, but the Bible makes it clear. It says that in the beginning, God created. It doesn't tell us where God came from. It doesn't tell how God created, other than that he spoke things into existence, that he just simply spoke, and these things came into being. Again, no discussion about any of these things. Just in the beginning, God, and makes that very clear. That is the beginning. Then, unfortunately, it goes on, and we'll see the fall of man. We'll see then really what Genesis is, and there's a lot of stories in Genesis, a lot of really good stories. A lot of probably most of the stories that we remember from early Bible school days, a lot of them came from the book of Genesis. But all of them have one thing in common, and that is that they show God's ongoing plan, that his ongoing actions, decisions for the redemption of man as he continues to work through Abraham and through his descendants, and works on to bring about the birth of the Messiah, our Savior. We will see some of the most magnificent, most well-known stories in the entire Bible: Adam and Eve, Noah, Tower of Babel, Jacob, Abraham, Joseph. Genesis is a treasure trove of great stories, and that just ultimately leads us into the book of Exodus, where we study then the Exodus, the captivity of the Israelites, and ultimately their exodus. So that's what's coming up. I hope you'll kind of start looking over the book of Genesis. We will start tomorrow looking at what is known as the first section. Again, that first section of Genesis is chapters 1 through 11. Is considered to be one section. Like I said, Genesis is a big book made up kind of some smaller books, and we'll jump into that first thing tomorrow. I look forward to doing that with you. All right, have a great day. We'll see you here tomorrow morning.